Alright folks, welcome back. Really excited this week to be sharing some Peter Green riffs with you from his 1979 album In the Skies. Brilliant, slow-paced, minor key blues called A Fool No More. So without further ado, what I like to do is get into the intro guitar lines, break that down phrase by phrase, and then I'll show you some of the rhythm accompaniment on the other guitar. Okay, so first off, let's just take a listen to this intro sequence and see what's going on. Alright, let's just backtrack a little bit there. Starting off with the first riff. So the way to think about this intro section is that it's a 12 bar with the first bar of E minor cut off and done away with. So we just begin with an A minor chord. And just ascend up the pentatonic minor scale. You can just use your index finger and try to just strike the guitar one time. And then when you get to the 12th fret, just take a slight breath and land on that 14th fret. Give it some vibrato for a second. And then you're going to just move your index finger back and descend where you came from. Once again, from the 12th fret. And when you land there on the E root, just keep that going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now here, once you ascend again on beat 4 of that bar, and then you're going to walk up from the 12th fret to the B, and then descend through the... You're going to drop this F sharp note in from the minor scale. And then land, so you end up with your index finger here on D and just slide back with the ring finger. Okay? So there'll be a short pause there. And then let me just see if I can rewind this a bit. We'll have another listen. So much nuance in this intro, it's unreal. It's a really long phrase, so let's break it down into sections. So we're here on the A root note, right? And we're going to go... Okay, so that's the first phrase. And then from here, slide up to the 9th and back. Down to the 5th. Okay, so that little sequence again. And then here, just a hammer-on pull-off. Back to the root. So all of that together slowly. Alright. Okay, let's keep going. Next phrase. Okay, just cut that a little short there, but he's basically landing on the B minor chord change from E minor. So he's going to ascend from the low E string all the way and end up at a B note back here. Okay, so you rest on beat 1 of the bar, and then he comes in on beat 2 with this kind of broken triplet feel idea. There's your B. Okay, so let me run that one more time, slowly. Okay, let me just run that again, play a bit smoother. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And then while we're in this position, we're just going to do this little riff. Okay, so let's just listen to Peter play that and the next phrase as well. Okay, so that pretty much rounds out the intro there. So we've got another, we're into the A minor 7 chord here. And again, he's going to rest on beat 1, so boom, and then he's just going to do this little sequence of slides from 7 to 9 on the G string. Okay, so 3, 1. And then here, lovely little riff. A little bit of nuance in there, so let's break this down. It's pretty simple, but I'll take it very slowly. So basically this bit, you want to practice this. That's one pick with the right hand, 3 things over here. Hammer on, pull off. And then another hammer on, pull off. Okay. Alright, that's pretty much there, and then just a little fill to finish off. So he's just filling around that sort of pentatonic minor. And then here, landing on the B, just as that, because the chords underneath here are going to be going E to A to E minor, B minor, and then the start of the verse right there. Alright, so the original version is like a 7-minute epic thing, so we've cut our version down to about 5 minutes on the backing track that you guys should have. The structure here is going to be this intro sequence, then we're into the verse, 2 verses, which are 12 bars with the E minor chord added at the beginning, and then the solo to finish, and it ends there, rather than doing the 3rd verse outro solo as per the original recording. So without further ado, let me just switch guitars and I'll show you some of the basic rhythm accompaniment to finish off. Alright, so the rhythm guitar is very understated due to the fact that this is really slow tempo, and that means that there's lots of space within each bar, and the underlying feel is 12/8, so you've got this kind of long 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3 kind of feel. Now a lot of the time you can just play the root chord on beat 1 of the bar and just let it ring out, so 1, 3, 2, 2. Like that, and that means that you've got a lot of time to let your chords ring out, so you can have a nice I've not got an excessive amount of anything on there. I've got a little bit of vibrato, so I think it suits the mood of this piece, a little bit of colour, a little bit of movement in the chord, and it means when I'm letting these long chords ring out, they're moving, modulating. And then at the end of the bar, before you change chords, you can do little fills. So in E minor you can go, just simple little hammer-ons. But don't be tempted to do too much there, just on beat 4 of a bar, right before the chord change. So for instance, as you're moving from E minor up to A minor, you might go, hammer onto the B, and then on A minor, and then preempt the next chord. So I'm landing on E there, but it's still technically in the bar of A minor, right? Oftentimes you'll get a bar of E minor and then a bar of E minor 7. So you can add a little bit of intensity there, just brushing, building up. Okay, so you can get away with most of that throughout, just keep it real simple, leave lots of space. The other thing that happens later in the song is there's this idea of locking in a bit more with the 12/8 feel. So the way to do that is think of each beat as a group of 3, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and so on. The way you express that with the guitar is you're going to go, let me just get rid of this so I can mute. So we want to play an E minor chord like so, and you've got your open string here. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, strum. So that's your first group of 3, and then keep counting. You may not be playing, but keep counting. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so on, and so on, and so forth. You get the idea. I don't want this video to be super long, but I'll just go into a little phrase at the end of the piece. That in the original recording, it's in the outro section. Peter mostly chords through the first portion of the sequence there over the E and the A minor chord, and then he comes in with this bend when it returns to the E minor chord. Something along those lines. I just think that's so classic Peter Green. So he does this like blues cliche bend through the E minor pentatonic position. Okay. So you're bending and then you're adding the vibrato afterwards. Okay, and then coming out of that, we're going to go B string, E string, and then we're going to grab this kind of minor 9. Okay, it's not a full tone bend there. Okay. stuff along those lines. Just beautiful stuff. We could sit here all day and break down these riffs, but do have a listen to that. And those of you in the Blues Academy, of course, you'll have tabs for portions of this. So do study the tabs, listen to Peter Green, and try and get as close as you can to these beautiful phrases. And most of all, have some fun. While I'm here, I'd just like to point out, look at this awesome hand-woven guitar strap by my friend Lone Bear. If you're interested in getting a beautiful guitar strap like this, you can go to his Etsy page called Lone Bear Looms and support a local artist. Do it. All right, have fun with this one. I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.